Another roadblock for the Trump administration. A federal judge in Tennessee announces she will not be detaining Kilmar Abrego Garcia until he faces trial for federal charges there. But that does mean the Maryland man wrongfully deported will he or will he not be allowed to be free? Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez, she joins us now live from outside of the DOJ headquarters. Stephanie, why is that back and forth in the question?
Yeah, well, what's going on is that even the federal judge who says she's not going to hold him until trial, she did acknowledge in a written opinion issued last night that what's likely to happen is if he is released, then separately ICE is likely to pick him up. But we are hearing the DOJ is appealing this case, guys, a major flashpoint in the Trump administration's immigration crackdowns since March, at least. And that is when, in March, Kilmar Abrego Garcia was picked up by ICE in Maryland and deported to a Salvadorian mega prison. A DOJ attorney later admitting this was done in error about 6 years ago. An immigration judge did grant Abrego Garcia a deportation protection despite him being in the country illegally. But Trump administration officials, they defended his removal, arguing that the 29-year-old is a violent man connected to the vicious MS-13 gang. The Trump DOJ battling the judiciary and attorneys over his return for months. Now, the 29-year-old was finally returned in early June. Here's the Maryland senator who flew to visit Abrego Garcia in El Salvador. He's among those recently celebrating.
The Supreme Court of the United States, by a ruling of 9-0, said that the Trump administration had to facilitate his return to a court in America so that he could get his due process. For months, the president and his cronies thumbed their nose at it. Now we have Abrego Garcia in a court of law. This is where the case belongs.
Now, Republicans slammed Van Hollen's trip as political. Abrego Garcia, he was brought back to the U.S., but he's not out of the woods yet, and that's because we've reported that this time he is indicted on charges in connection with a 2022 Tennessee traffic stop that you see there on body cam video. Abrego Garcia was said to be speeding with 9 passengers, and he was suspected of smuggling then, but not charged until that indictment unsealed earlier this month. The DOJ accusing the 29-year-old of conspiring to transport women, children, and alleged MS-13 associates since 2016. Now, it was also unearthed in court documents that his wife previously filed 2 protection orders accusing him of abusing her, but he was not charged there either. The wife has been publicly advocating for his release, also seen recently in Tennessee. Guys, now the federal judge in Tennessee says that the DOJ did not provide enough evidence to hold him until trial. Also, guys, not clear if she's going to let him out on an ankle bracelet. Again, we don't know what's going to happen immediately afterward. We'll see. We also haven't seen a trial date set yet, but we are hearing they'll be due back in court on Wednesday. I'll send it back to you.